course, it is Grati-Tuesday. Very, very grateful to be inviting Father Neil into the studio. Welcome to your G&T Breakfast Show.
Good morning, T&G.
Who? T&G?
T&G.
Who's that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how I feel. I feel a bit
shaken up,
Discombobulated.
I do.
scrambled.
It's scrambled. Well, we are unscrambling for another 25 minutes or so. It's Grati-Tuesday. Joe, we've got a voice note in, which actually, if you're watching this on the video, you're not going to be able to hear. But Father Neil, you'll be able to hear it.
Okay.
Are you right? And if you're listening at home, you'll be able to hear this. Right, here we go. Isn't that lovely?
Brilliant. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Anna. She's, for those on the video, she's grateful for the cluster that is the madhouse of the Gina and Tom Breakfast Show.
The cluster of nuts, I think she said.
The cluster of nuts. I'll take it.
I like nuts. Yeah.
We're nearly into honey roasted cashew nut season.
Are we?
Yeah.
Is that the cashew nut?
Yeah.
Honey roasted.
Yes.
We've had this
Cashew,
before, haven't we?
cashew or cashew?
Oh, we had this conversation before, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's a cashew.
A cashew. Gina tried proving me wrong and then pronounced it the other way whilst in heated conversation with me. Another gratitude we've got coming in. Do you remember Name a Car Day?
Yes.
Have you got a name for your car?
Car 1 and Car 2.
Well, we inspired Alan and Lorraine to name their cars, and they're grateful because their Ibiza, Gina, has passed its MOT test yesterday, and Tom the Ateca has also passed the MOT. We knew they would, as they are both perfect and reliable. I'm not sure if they're talking about the cars
That's all us.
or the inspiration. Father Neil, how your travels over this weekend? You've got a very interesting song to bring us out to Grati-Tuesday today.
Yes. Well, let me start at the beginning of the week. Let me start on Monday last week, where I spent 8.5 hours in A&E from 4:30 in the afternoon until 1 o'clock in the morning. And I am eternally grateful to the NHS, and that I am not complaining in any way form. I went in with an issue. I woke up in the morning and it looked like somebody had popped a ping pong ball underneath my cheek. I had this massive lump. So I went in at sort of like 4:15 to see them. They had 2 blue light specials going on while I was there over the 8 hours. Yet I was triaged. I was seen by an A&E doctor. I had 2 CT scans. I had a consultant look at those scans and give some advice. They hung a IV bag of antibiotics, and they discharged me with antibiotics as well. All done and dusted in 8.5 hours. During that time, I was sat in a warm waiting room with free Wi-Fi, the BBC News channel, and every hour and a half, every 90 minutes, somebody would come round and do a welfare check of everybody in the waiting room and hand out free bottles of water. There are so many places across the world that wish they had our socialized healthcare system. And I know that it can be frustrating at times, but given the pressures they're under, they do an absolutely remarkable thing. But that's not what I'm grateful for. I am grateful for them. But the Bible says that we shouldn't take things for granted. Hebrews 13:16 says that we shouldn't take things for granted. And what I've learnt over the last 7 days, having been taken a course of very, very strong antibiotics, is that one shouldn't take indoor plumbing for granted. I have spent my entire week negotiating and navigating my life from one meeting to another meeting and making sure that I'm always have planned access to the facilities along the way. And because I've spent a lot of time sitting on the porcelain throne, I have come to appreciate the fact that we do have indoor plumbing and that we do have this wonderful system of sewers and everything is connected. And I know, again, that's controversial at the moment because there may be pushing more stuff out into the Lake Windermere and into the sea than they should do. But I did think to myself, what if I was sitting in the back garden with a dock leaf, as they have done in the past? So I am grateful. I'm grateful for the mundane things in our lives, for the things that we take for granted, for the fact that we have access to clean water and toileting facilities, that we are able to get healthcare free at point of display, that most of us have a roof over our heads and food in our bellies and friends in our lives. And we must learn not to take the mundane for granted.
Yeah,
I like
I'm with
that.
you on that. Yeah, it does. It sort of brings you back actually to what actually really matters. It doesn't matter about the material things. It matters about just those basic things and having like family and friends around you and like you say, clean water.
Yeah, and our dear friends Armitage and Shanks.
It's very easy to walk around in this modern world and think, oh, that just exists. But actually, it's some people get their heads together and they're like, oh, let's try and make things easier. And it's very much that thought of the other person when they're doing it, because a lot of these inventions and whatever outlive them and outlast them, and it's planting that seed for people to sit under the shade of the tree, isn't it? It's that kind of thing as well.
Yeah, it's a legacy thing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so the song that I've picked for this morning, slightly tongue-in-cheek, I'm not going to say which one, is a great Johnny Cash song. I've been born with a burning ring of fire.
Oh look! Oh, you're looking a bit peaky there, Father Neil.
Yay!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is a burning thing